Welcome to my skeptical sister. I'm Megan, the skeptical one,
I'm Erin the believer.
and happy eggnog.
I know we have eggnog tonight.
Happy holidays, everybody.
They don't cling like a wine glass.
Yeah, I know. That's because my wine glass is super thick. Sorry.
That's okay. I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I like them thick and full of eggnog. Oh,
Ew. That was it gross?
It got grosser as I went along.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, thick, because that's going to be kind of gross. And then I'll save it by saying, no, I mean the wine glass eggnog, but then it could be taken a totally different way.
Yeah.
And I did not mean for it to go that direction. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, it got gross fast.
We could start again. So Friday night was fun.
Yes, Friday night was so much fun.
You know, just when you think you're kind of funny, you go watch Fortune. What's her name? I always get her name.
Femster.
Fortune Femster. And oh my gosh, you all. If you don't know who she is.
So freaking funny.
Oh, the funniest human being I've
I really
ever
think
seen.
she's my favorite comedian of all time.
Oh, I'm hands down going to say it. I used to say Louis C.K.
And then
And for a while
started
he
to
was.
suck.
And then, you know what? He turns out he's an asshole, like all men in Hollywood, I guess.
Turns out, like, why?
Yeah.
Just be cool, man. Just be
stop.
cool.
Right. Just
Ugh.
stop. Yeah.
Nope. We can't like him anymore. So now it's all Fortune.
Oh, yeah.
And she
down.
will never disappoint.
I don't feel like she will. I mean, maybe someday she might. Something might happen. But
I can't imagine.
until then, she will be my favorite comedian because she was so funny. I mean, my cheeks hurt. And I didn't realize how much of a knee slapper I am.
Yeah.
Like, I kept slapping my knee over and over again. And I caught myself doing it. I was like, oh, my gosh. That is such a weird thing to do.
That's weird.
I just kept, but I couldn't help it. I was like, she's making me laugh so hard. I have to slap my knee.
She was hilarious. It was so much fun. We started out there. Then we went to a kind of a weird bar afterwards.
Trouble. The bar itself.
The bar was
strange.
very cool.
Yeah, it was called Trouble Bar.
But it was like a weird party we went to that we didn't know anybody.
Yes. So our friends Tim and Chad invited us. It was called the Naughty and Nice Party, which sounded like a lot of fun. But it was supposed to be like you could dress up either naughty or nice.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. I was just normal.
Well, I think that means nice.
Oh, all right, fine.
Yeah, but there were some burlesque, like naughty ladies there.
Yeah.
They were pretty hot. I mean, I was watching. They looked good.
Yeah.
My husband did too. I was like, oh, I see your eyes.
I know. Both our husbands went out with us.
Yeah, they did. That was fun.
It was
fun.
fun.
Was fun. And of course, I mean, I guess we did it right. If we wanted to keep coming out with us, take them to a burlesque bar.
That's right.
But it was fun. We all had a good time. And the Trouble Bar, I really do think it is a cool place. It's named that because it stands for good trouble, the type that we all want to make. So, and they had like, you know, tributes to people who in history have made good trouble. And that was kind of neat and a good, you know, conversation starter. So it was fun. It was fun.
I really liked their sign in the bathroom. Did you see that?
No.
It was like on the way in, it said, we are required by law to have binary bathrooms, but gender is a construct. So go where you feel comfortable.
Nice.
I loved it.
Yeah, I love that. That was awesome. Yeah, that was fun. And then we ended up at Chill Bar, which was a lot of fun too on Bardstown Road. And then the next day I sent Erin a text. I said, I feel like it was so much fun, but I feel like I got really obnoxious at some point. And then she said back, oh my gosh, I felt the same way about myself.
I'm like, what happened?
Like these points, I have no recollection or reason why I feel that way about myself. But I remember like the next morning, like, oh, I feel like I should be embarrassed about something.
Like, I think I should call somebody and say, I'm sorry. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why, but I am.
Yeah. And for
in
the life
general,
of me, cannot remember what was said. And then I thought, oh no, if you feel that way too, just imagine.
You're awful.
Oh, no, that means like, and Tim and Chad, they're so nice. They sent us like a lovely little message saying like how much fun they had. But I'm like, they're totally lying.
Yeah. Did you?
Did you?
Did you really have fun?
The best part of the night though, hands down, food truck on the way out.
Oh my gosh. It was the best. I wish we knew that guy's name.
I mean, it was like love in a truck.
Oh gosh, I want to make a dirty joke about that, and I can't because it's beautiful.
Whatever you were thinking, it was that good.
I'm going to look up my American Express bill and see if I can find the name of it.
Yeah,
I would love to
plug him.
them.
Yes, I mean it was so good. He made the best food I've ever had. There was a little bit of a wait. There's lots of drunk people standing around. That was kind of fun. Totally worth the wait though.
I got it.
The food was amazing. What is it?
PP hot dog cart.
PP hot dog cart. shit.
Oh, gosh.
Now I feel like we dreamt that whole thing.
Oh, gosh.
It's really called Pee.
It's called capital P, asterisk hot dog cart.
Pee hot dog cart.
There's a phone number and everything we could call.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to ask him where he is again, and I'm also going to talk to him about his name because he ever said it out loud. Like, or is PP just like his initials? So he's like, okay, that's just how I'm going to shorten it.
Oh my gosh, no! Think again. Keep thinking. Keep workshopping that.
Hold on, let me see if it's under something different in mine.
He's ungoogleable.
Oh, come on. Well, PP hot dog. I feel like you're going to get a lot of weird things if you Google PP hot dog.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, hold on. No, totally PP hot dog cart.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is cracking me up. Yeah, $7.42. I would have paid $27 for that.
It was so good.
Oh, it was
I somehow
so
paid $13. So
you got the Philly cheesesteak. I got the brat.
Oh, it was so good. I was licking the aluminum foil when it was done.
I believe you took it inside.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want you to see this.
This isn't going to be pretty. I got to take this inside.
I mean, in my defense, I was pretty drunk at that point.
Oh my gosh. We were both like, I've been paying for it all weekend long. Kind of can't believe I'm drinking this eggnog right now, but it's going down pretty smooth.
Yes, although this is my second time drinking today because I definitely day drink today with the family.
Like a champ. It's Christmas time.
Yeah, I hosted a big spaghetti lunch.
It was so good.
And I was like, well, I think I'm ready for some wine. And then after that, our other sister and I watched Bachelor, which we thought was the finale.
Oh, it's not?
Turns out, nope, there's still one more. So we got to plan another night. That's fine.
You all have to suffer through another one?
No, we loved The Bachelor, but
oh, so weird.
But I love to drink wine during The Bachelor, and I took advantage of the fact that I wasn't driving anywhere tonight. So I got a little schnucker during that, and now I'm like, well, round 2.
Here we go. A little bit of eggnog on top of some red wine. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, I like drink water in between. I feel like I'm starting fresh.
I feel like that combination instantly, just the thought of it instantly gave me a headache. So please hydrate tonight. Okay. Is all I say.
All right.
Okay.
I feel like hydration is like
the key.
It is insane to me how I never really, I guess I didn't believe it or something until that night we drank red wine in the box.
Oh my gosh.
At the movie night. And then I had to work the next day. No. And I drank like a gallon of water the next day and peed after lunch. I was so dehydrated.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then by the end of that day, I was like, I feel kind of okay now. I just drank so much water.
Yeah, it's crazy. You probably don't notice that until you get about over age 35. Oh, that's when it starts hitting in that your body's like, oh, you can't hang like you used to. And then you realize, I don't ever remember in my 20s ever waking up and just feeling like dried out. Like my mouth is dry, my eyes are dry. And now I'm like, if I drink a couple glasses of red wine, the next morning I'm like, like I feel like a SpongeBob, at the bottom of the ocean when the water goes away. It's just dying. That's me after a couple glasses of red wine. So age will do it to you, I guess.
So it's like when you're young, you're full of water.
You're just fully hydrated all the time. You can bounce around hydrated, like it's nothing. Hair is flowing and
interesting.
Yeah, I have been called a medical doctor before, so
you have been? By who?
Myself.
Oh, okay.
So in this case, I'm just saying I think that's what it is. In your 20s, you're fully hydrated, and then slowly as life goes on, life literally sucks everything out of you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
starting with the water, and then your will to your soul. Survive, your will to keep going.
We've got so much to look forward to.
That's right. All right. Well, speaking of, you want to start our stories?
Yeah, because they're both pretty long, I think, right?
I know. They're a good size. That's what she said. Sorry. She was drinking.
Oh my gosh. And eggnog, I'm trying to sip. You don't gulp it, right? So I have to remind myself because it's so good. I'm like, don't gulp it. Just sip it, Megan. And so I'm trying to remind myself that in these trying to be all prim and proper. And then that's what she said.
Hey, believers.
And skeptics.
Well, we've got something you can both enjoy. The Speed Art Museum is having an exhibit called The Supernatural America. It examines the artwork that has shaped our collective imagination of the supernatural and paranormal and asks why America is haunted. This exhibit runs until January 2nd.
Museum hours are Friday 1 to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Masks are required to enter the museum. What a fun way for all skeptics
and believers
to get the shit scared out of them, but in a classy way. So I requested tonight to go first because I feel like every time I go last, and by then I'm already a little bit tipsy and it makes it a little bit harder for me to read. However, after hearing your fun excursions today and how much you've drank, I'm like, are you sure you want to sit there and drink that eggnog? But
I'm telling you, I'm good. I boot
good.
and rally. I didn't boot though.
Oh my gosh. Can we tell the time you boot and rallied?
At Derby?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Okay, fine. We're going to say that for a Derby episode.
Oh my Lord.
But that's coming out.
We can talk about the fact that I've always said boot and rally, and our family always thought I was wrong about that phrase.
Yeah, I never knew boot and rally was a phrase.
Yeah, what do you think it is?
I don't know what it was that I thought it was.
Puke and rally.
Puke and rally. I always thought it was
boot
puke.
and rally is what it is, and there were like years where you all made fun of me for it.
Yeah, audibly laughing out loud.
Watched a movie and they said boot and rally, and I was like, record this. I rewound it. I made Kevin stop the movie. We rewound it. I recorded it. I sent it to our entire family, and I was like, I'm justified. Like, you all can suck it because I win.
I remember, like, it was such a glorious moment for you, and like for me, I was like, ha, look at that. I'm like,
oh man, that makes me mad.
Oh, it's funny. That's what big sisters are for. Just there to piss you off. Okay, this is from...
You're such a good big sister.
I know. You're welcome. Okay, this is from Taryn. Hello, friends. I want to start by saying I love the podcast. I am definitely just like Aaron, and my husband is just like Megan.
Oh, thanks, Taryn.
Yes,
and thanks for loving the podcast and being as cool as I am.
And thank you, Taryn's husband. If there's something you can believe in, I believe in it. But he is very skeptical, except for when it comes to Bigfoot.
Oh, wow.
I mean, don't tell James or Taryn, but he sounds like my soulmate. A little bit.
I love that you said, don't tell Taryn. You're reading her story.
The second part about me saying, you sound like a soulmate.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
Maybe just don't tell her husband.
Yeah, Taryn, don't listen to that last part.
Or just don't let your husband listen.
Or do. Okay, well, I mean, depends. I don't know. Is he my type? Has he got a beard? What are we talking about here, Taryn? Okay. But it's fitting because my name is Taryn and it's pronounced like Aaron.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I know a Taryn. I wonder if it's the Taryn I know. Do you work at Bloom?
That would be really weird if she did not know who you were. Anyways, let me tell you about the time I lived in a haunted house and a bonus dream.
Ooh.
I met my husband in 2017 and we became instant best friends.
Oh,
that's awesome. We spent all of our time together. So when his family came to visit in the summer of 2018, I went to Mom Bear's house. I read this like 5 times. I was like, Mom Bear? Does she mean something else? No, she means Mom Bear.
Okay.
I went to Mom Bear's house to meet them. That's what we call his grandma.
Ah, okay.
I wish I would have just read like one more little half of that sentence. I would have saved myself a whole lot of time. Like autocorrect did something there. Nope, it didn't. Anyways, while I'm there, everyone is convinced that they can hear a kitten meowing. Keep in mind that throughout the whole ordeal, neither myself nor my husband could hear this. Well, we proceed to search the entire house. This is a house full of 9 adults knocking on walls, climbing into the attic, and ripping this house apart, trying to find this mystery kitten.
Wow, why?
I know. I don't know that I put that much effort into it. I mean, I guess they're like, oh, this poor baby kitten must be trapped somewhere.
Yeah, that's probably.
I'm like, release the boa. It'll be fun.
Oh my gosh. Where are you getting a boa?
Sorry, I've been watching The Great for way too long. This is what I would imagine they would do. Eventually, we decided to check the crawl space. We're hunched over, waddling about with our flashlights, and I came across a perfectly arranged circle of rocks with one rock in the middle.
Ooh.
I know. I noped out of there so fast.
It's like a big tit. I mean, maybe it's satanic or maybe it's a perv.
A caveman perv. He's like before porn. He's like, I got to do with the rocks. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. And I did not see that coming. Okay. Phew. I noped out of there so fast. And shocker, we never found a cat. And fast forward a few months after a slew of drama. Again, we'd love to know, but that's okay. My now husband and I started dating.
No.
I thought they were already dating.
I did too. Maybe it just said they met in
And they
2017.
became instant best friends.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
That's so sweet.
Yeah, I feel like that doesn't happen.
Yeah, we already
as
shipped
much.
you guys a long time ago.
Shipped him.
Yeah. It's
What's
like when
that mean?
you put them in a relationship in your head.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. There's a term for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. What is this world coming to? You say I shipped them?
Yeah.
So, okay, like give me a scenario.
Like, well, I hate to always make this about Twilight, but
Do you? I feel like sometimes we should just name this podcast Twilight.
Right.
Get it over with. Go
My
ahead.
sister hates Twilight. That's
Right.
what we could name it.
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
That'd be our spinoff. No, okay, so there are some people who read it and think,
Mhm.
screw Edward, screw
Oh my
Jacob.
gosh, you really are going to make this about Twilight. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh. I'm listening.
Instead of either of those choices, because they do suck. They fully do. I get it.
Okay.
They ship Bella and Angela, who's like a much smaller character, but she's great. So people are like, just forget about that. Go with Angela. That's just like, I ship them. I want them together.
Oh my gosh, you youngins. Okay. All right.
That much younger. I'm just that much cooler.
Are you? Because I don't know. When I say, oh, you youngins, I don't mean, oh, you youngins are so cool. That's not what that connotation means.
That's your jealousy talking right now.
Is it? Okay. Let's see. So they've been shipped, apparently. And okay, so fast forward a few months after a slew of drama, my now husband and I started dating or got shipped. And after a month.
No, you ship them before they're together.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's how that works. And after a month, I moved in with him. Shortly after moving in, I just felt uneasy. There were parts of the house that made me uncomfortable, but it's an older house and it was a big house for just 2 people. Still, the uneasy didn't leave.
Wait, is this the house with the boob?
No, that was a Mama Bear's house or Mom Bear's house.
Okay.
The hallway leading to our bedroom was particularly creepy and creaky when you stepped on it just right. When I would walk down it, I'd keep my eyes down because something was telling me, if you look up, you're going to see something.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
I know. My dog also refused to go into the bathroom of that hallway.
Mm.
He never once passed the threshold. After about 2 months, I started getting sick. My muscles were incredibly sore all the time. Like hurts to stand up sore.
Oh my gosh.
My fingers were swollen and my cuticles were bright red and tender to the touch. And ever so often, I felt like I couldn't breathe while I was laying in bed at night. That's awful.
That's horrible. That is scary.
Scary.
Regardless.
Yeah. Just scary all over. I saw so many doctors that they drew so much blood, but no one could figure out what was going on. At one of these doctor's appointments, I got a text from my husband asking me if I forgot something in my car. When I told him, no, I'm at the doctor, he was rattled because he heard someone walk down the hallway, stop at the door, then walk back up the hallway.
Ooh.
We lived alone. We continued to live there, and it continued to be creepy. I felt like someone or something was watching me from the closet every night, and it was not a happy sensation to be watched.
No.
Well, she said, but then again, it never is a good feeling if you feel like you're being watched.
Yeah, like unless you're like kind of into it.
Well, unless you're like putting on a show. And you're like, you stand over there and watch. That kind of sounds like fun.
Yeah, but not like I think there's something creepy in my closet.
Yeah,
that is never a good feeling.
From the closet.
Yeah.
Like, why are closets so creepy?
Oh, I don't know, but it makes me think of my favorite part in Monsters, Inc.
I know.
Where he's like, look, there's no monster in your closet. Well, now there's a monster in your closet.
Because he's a monster.
So cute.
So cute. I don't like animated movies, but Monsters, Inc. is like one of my favorite movies, which is saying something because I don't like animated movies. Okay. Anyways, one night I woke up to a black figure standing over me.
Oh.
It felt masculine and it felt malevolent. Even now, I get chills just writing this. I jolted up and it was gone.
Oh.
I tried to convince myself it was a dream, but there was no way. And it's worth saying, I have never had sleep paralysis before, and nothing like this has ever happened since. We lived there a few more months, and then a lot of family drama.
Oh,
they always bait us. They bait us with this stuff.
You know we want to hear it, Taryn.
No, I mean, especially when you put it in you capitalize a lot.
Right.
You're not just like, and there was some family drama that went down. Like a lot. Girl, let me tell you a lot. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's a lot of family drama. It's like when those people put vague things on their Facebook,
like please pray. I don't want to get into it, but like,
yes, please pray. I need
it's
all
the
prayers
hardest
you
thing
can.
that's ever happened to me, but I'm not going to talk about
Nothing
it.
will ever be better. I don't want to tell you anything about it, but yeah.
But not you, Taryn. You would never do that.
No,
but this email is a
Taryn.
little, I want to hear it.
Yes, we just
Why? I don't know these people.
I know. I mean, it's just
that's
just how we are. It's just how we are. We
Yeah.
like the good.
We like drama that doesn't impact our life at all. That's my favorite drama.
That is your favorite drama. We just like good stories. We're like, then what the hell happened? I mean, people do some wild stuff. They're like, no, that happened. I love that feeling of like, you're kidding me.
Yeah, I've got one friend, and I just love when she calls me and we get to dish better sisters. I'm like, yes, tell me what's happening right now.
Next?
There's always something.
Mm-hmm. Those are the best friends.
I won't tell you who it is.
The ones that come with all the drama.
That's right.
Oh, okay, so she says, we lived there a few more months, and then a lot of family drama went down, and we got evicted. That's awful. So that was super cool. We packed everything and moved out completely in less than 30 hours. But I've got to say, getting evicted was the best thing that ever happened to me. Within 2 weeks of living with my parents, I wasn't sick anymore. How much relief is that?
Gosh.
Ugh. Every symptom was gone. My doctors love when I go in for checkups, and my response to when they ask me how I'm doing is great. I was being haunted, but now we moved and everything is good. And then she put insert audible eye roll. We'll
Good grief. Find a better doctor.
Yeah. More open. Even the skeptics would be like, well, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was haunting or whatever. Glad that you're better. I mean, maybe a doctor should care. Maybe they should be like, well, let me ask a few more questions.
They did all kinds of tests and nothing.
No, but I mean, like, now that it's gone, like, try to figure out what.
Like, do some tests to see.
Clearly, it was environmental. Whether you want to say haunted or I want to say black mold, it was environmental. Okay, well, I'm sorry. What I had to my debunk, but there we go. We'll skip forward, and my family is taking out. Okay, I have not read this, so this could get choppy. Well, sorry, Aaron, future Aaron, who's editing this. I love you. We'll skip forward, and my family is talking about the old house and the old house from
Mama Bear. Mama.
I think from Mom Bear. From Mom Bear. And come to find out, weird stuff happened before, and my husband never told me. So I guess he had already lived in this place.
Okay.
This house. Not Mom Bear's house.
Okay. The house they lived in.
Right. And things were already happening before she moved in.
Okay.
She thought she was just having these experiences.
Maybe this is the big drama that went down. That she was like, hey, you dick. You didn't even give me a warning.
They're still married though, Aaron.
I know. So, you're my best friend, and I'll love you through this, but that was kind of a dick move.
Yeah, you're being a dick right now. Not forever. You'll learn your lesson.
Yeah, you're not a dick, but you're acting like one.
Right, exactly. There's that technicality that's a very important one. For starters, a shell appeared as if from nowhere on... So maybe Mom Bear does live with him. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm just going to say it. I'm a little bit confused, Taryn. I'm so sorry. I'll try to figure it all out. Maybe by the end of this, I will get it. So I'm thinking now, he and Mom Bear live together.
Okay.
He lives with his grandmother.
Yeah, but at one point she said it was just the two of them that lived there.
I know. But now she's like, things happened before me. My husband never told me.
Okay, keep reading. Maybe we'll figure it out.
Okay. For starters, a shell appeared as if from nowhere on Mom Bear's nightstand when she lived there.
Okay, now they live at Mom Bear's house.
Again. Well, or she lived with him for a little while.
Okay.
It sounds like he had a place. Like people are listening to this, are like, it's not that hard, ladies. But don't worry, we'll get there. We always do. Because not always, but sometimes. So okay, let's say husband, who's Bigfoot lover, but skeptical of all other things. Mm-hmm. Let's call him Bob.
Okay.
Bob.
Well, wait, Taryn rhymes with Aaron. Maybe we should name him Blegan.
Aaron. Oh, Blegan. I like it. Okay, so Blegan. He is like, he lives in a house. He invites Mom Bear to come and live with him. Okay. This is the house that has the kitten that they hear.
Okay.
Right? And then Mom Bear gets better and moves away.
Okay.
That's the best case scenario. I don't want to say what the worst case scenario is with Mom Bear being grandma and kind of older, but
yeah.
What are you confused about? I feel like I just pulled this all together.
Because they went to go visit Mom Bear's house.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh, okay. How about this?
Okay.
Blegan.
Okay.
had to go live with Mom Bear for a little while.
Okay.
But hadn't moved in yet.
Okay.
And so, because they hadn't started dating yet, remember? They're just best friends. So he doesn't live there right now.
Uh-huh.
And so she goes with him to meet Mom Bear as best friend. He's not a tenant living with Mom Bear. That's when the kitten thing happens. Life goes on. But right before they start dating, he decides he needs to move in with Mom Bear for one reason or another.
No, it says there's only 2 people living there.
I know, but Mom Bear might not still be alive. Okay. That's the only thing I can think of.
Oh, I like that you whispered it. It makes it less.
Oh, it's still there, isn't it? Yeah, but I think
no, it's okay. All right, I think that's got to be it.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm glad y'all went there with us, Taryn. I'm so sorry. She's like, not important
just at all. Reading. Just keep reading to the creepy stuff. Oh my gosh, it's okay. Sometimes I need to know it all. I don't know why. It'll nag at me if I don't get it figured out. Okay. Mm-hmm. And watch, she's gonna sum it all up in the next one.
Just like you earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. For starters, a shell appeared as if from nowhere on Mom Bear's nightstand when she lived there, and no one could figure out where it came from. Huh. We were in a little town in northeast Tennessee. There's no oceans or shells near us. Also, my husband used to hear scratching outside his window. Outside his window is also the entrance to the crawl space with Witchcraft Rock.
Ooh, Witchcraft Boob.
Yes, the Witchcraft Boob. It doesn't stop there. We also were sleeping in the bed where his great-grandma died. Like she actually died in the bed.
Ooh.
I think I'd get a new bed.
Yeah.
No judgment though.
Although, why? Because you don't believe in ghosts.
But I do believe in body decay.
Gosh, that's awful.
But true.
Yeah. No.
No offense to your dead great grandmother. I'm so sorry. It was harsh. The last red flag was the colonial mansion down the block that definitely had some bad juju to it, and the Native American that haunted the creek named Dragging Canoe. Like that's just kind of thing. Well, there's one more tiny little thing.
Yeah, whole other huge story.
Yeah, I'm like, that sounds like a big story in itself, Taryn. Yeah, we live right next to a creek, so talk about supercharged energy.
Water and everything.
Okay. Well, that's my story. Hope you guys like it.
Oh, what? Really?
I know.
Well, tell me about what's the bad juju.
I know. I want to know about why. How do you know it has bad juju? I want to know that whole story about Dragging Canoe.
Huh.
What was he dragging behind that canoe?
There you go.
Why was his canoe dragging? There's lots of things that could be happening with that canoe.
Maybe
and why
it's dragging. A dragon.
Ooh, a dragon canoe. Weird. Only it's spelled dragging. That'd be really weird if you pronounced it the way it.
Well, anyway. Where is she from?
Yeah.
Do you see that dragon? I'm telling you, it's it depends on where you're from.
That's so true. Yeah, that's funny. Well, that's my story. Hope you guys like it. Megan, take it away.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, I totally will. Which part? The kitten? It was totally a kitten somewhere in that house.
Okay.
They just could never find it. Kittens are elusive, especially if they're hiding in walls.
It's weird that 2 of the people couldn't hear it at all. Everybody else can hear it. Taryn and
so that begs to, that might be. I wonder if there's some sort of weird frequency thing. You know how certain people can hear certain. You know, Dad can hear tiny beeping sounds.
Yeah.
But you could be standing next to him and talk to him. He's like, "What? I can't."
Yeah.
So might be some sort of frequency thing with that kitten.
Okay.
As to why some people couldn't hear it and other people could. That's a real thing. That I use the word frequency. That is science, on a platter.
Okay.
Okay. So then there's all your science for that one. Then what we got? What do we have next? The uneasy feeling. You could just feel uneasy, especially because you're not sure if Mom Bear still lives there or not. You're like, I don't know. Is she here? Is she not here? What are we doing?
Nobody's heard from Mom Bear in a while.
Right. But then, so you're feeling uneasy, and then everything physically starts happening. So those to me are the most non-paranormal.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's something environmental happening in that house, and people don't take the time to investigate it. I feel like if you were to go in there, she was probably very allergic to something that was happening in the house, a certain type of product that was being used in the house. There's so many variables that could be affecting her physically that once she moved out, she no longer was.
All right. What about the dark figure she woke up to?
A dream.
But she said it definitely wasn't.
She definitely thinks it wasn't a dream, but I definitely think it was a dream.
Well,
or someone in the house.
Oh, gosh. But then he wasn't there as soon as she set up.
Right. He was very quick. It was like a quick runner.
Oh, man. I would love for you to debunk the dragon story, but we didn't get enough.
That one might be the one that changed me.
Oh,
we'll never know. Okay, hold on. She had one more little paragraph. Oh, bonus story.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, bonus story. One night, my dad, my sister, and I were driving home from Sonic on a back road when my dad swerved because he saw a man in the road. I was in the back seat, so I didn't see anything, but both my dad and my sister saw someone, but as soon as the headlights hit the spot, no one was there, and there is nowhere that someone could have jumped to and hidden.
Oh, that's creepy.
Further down the road, while they're still shaken up, I see a circle of lights hovering the sky.
Ooh.
Not moving like spotlights, but just hovering over an open field. So do with that what you will.
Ooh.
I've also been having dreams of the black-eyed children. What does that mean? Okay,
Ooh.
bye.
Oh, yikes.
She's just like mic drop with the black-eyed children dream. And what's so funny is, if you noticed, I was getting a little tripped up there. It's because my side thoughts, you ever do that? Totally was having a side conversation while I was trying to read. That can get tricky. But my side conversation in my head was, wait a second, when are black-eyed children going to come into this? And she said something about aliens. Like, this better be something about black-eyed children or aliens, because she promised us all three.
And it was.
Yes, she delivered.
Although I don't think you ever said what the title of the...
Oh, I'm so sorry. The title is, it's a three-fer, Ghosts, Aliens, Black-Eyed Children.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want to know more about your dreams. Like, I wish you would have gone into detail about...
Yeah.
Like, are they just like popping up in your dream? Or are they?
Yeah, that's so scary.
What I would say to that, Taryn, is that you are watching a lot of Facebook feeds about black-eyed children and then going to bed. Like Aaron.
But like, what if she's opening herself up to them and now they're going to come? No, I hope they don't, Taryn.
They won't, Taryn, because they're not real.
But if they do, don't let them in.
It's okay. They won't, because they're not going to be there. They're fake.
But if they do, don't let them in.
Okay, but if they come, they're not going to because they're fake.
Okay.
Now, aliens.
But if they do, don't let them in.
Okay, but if they do, don't worry about it.
Okay.
But the alien story, I mean, I'm down.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah,
that's pretty weird.
Yeah, couldn't
like
see
one
anything.
was standing in the road, and then was like, "Oh crap!" And then like
they see me.
Back up.
Oh no, I gotta turn invisible real quick. Like all of a sudden, they're the predator.
Yeah,
I love that.
Or
movie.
like in Signs, they kind of blend in with their background.
Yeah, they can blend in with the background really well. That would make sense. I mean, like, look at octopi. They're amazing.
Okay.
How they are like so alien-like. First
They
of all.
are.
And I was watching this documentary the other day, and they camouflage.
They're
like
incredible.
It is incredible. It's chameleons are kind of good, but octopi are like on it.
Yeah.
Like they could just like brush past something, and it's like it just changes as they brush past it.
It's incredible.
And they choose when they change.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's not like my instinct is. It's like I don't need to. I'm fine right now. You know what? It's so weird. It's so cool.
Almost as if they are aliens that accidentally landed here and can't figure out how to get back up.
That there'd be the cutest little aliens.
I know.
Like,
they can
our
slip
ship?
through the tiniest little
And they can memorize. You can put them in a maze, and they can do it one time, and then they memorize how to do that same maze. This documentary is incredible.
What was it called?
It's on.
Is it like My Friend the Octopus or something?
No, I tried to watch that. That got bored me to tears.
I've only heard
My
good things.
Teacher the Octopus.
Oh,
I'm sure
yeah.
it's really good, but his voice kind of just kept putting me to sleep. I'll have to look at the name of it. It's probably something simple like octopus. But it was
A wonder.
a wonder, the wonder of the octopi. That's what my documentary about them would be called, because they are a wonder. They're amazing little creatures. James, however, freaked out by them 100%. Won't watch them. Doesn't like to hear about them. Hates them.
Oh, that's so weird.
I know.
I could watch them for hours.
Me too. I think they're incredible. They have 8 brains.
Oh my gosh.
Every tentacle has its own brain.
What?
Yeah.
How do they know
Its own
that?
like whole system working.
Huh. That is so weird. I feel like we could just make a octopus podcast.
about octopi. Now,
Oh my gosh, we have so many side podcasts now.
We really do.
First, we've got what was the second one we said? My sister hates Twilight, and then we're just gonna have I wish my sister was an octopus.
All so good. So on point.
Okay, so my story is from Hallie. It says, "Hello, lovely ladies. I recently discovered your pod and wanted to share my own story. When my mom was 21, she had a best friend named Angie. They had grown up down the street from each other and were the same age, so naturally they became fast friends. They were extremely close their whole lives until one day Angie became unexpectedly sick. It started out as what doctors believed was the flu, but it was quickly discovered she had fallen victim to Guillain-Barré syndrome. Guillain-Barré syndrome is when your body's immune system mistakenly attacks part of the peripheral nervous system,
Oh my God.
leading to muscle degradation, paralysis, and eventually death. Her health rapidly declined, and within 2 weeks,
Oh my God.
Angie passed away. Oh, that's awful.
2 weeks. That's horrible.
2 weeks from becoming sick to this happening. That's awful. That is like worst nightmare. Even to this day, Angie's death has stuck with my mom, of course.
I bet, yeah.
Years later, when my mom was 30, she had a dream about Angie. In the dream, Angie had told my mom she was moving far away and would never speak to my mom again.
Aww.
This was the late 90s, so my mom was explaining that they could at least speak on the phone after Angie moved, but Angie said that wasn't possible. The next day, the dream stuck with my mom all day, but she didn't tell anyone about it. It just weighed heavy on her mind. That same evening, when I was about 2 years old, my parents were getting ready for a dinner party at one of my dad's coworkers' homes. I was an early talker, so I was following my mom around as she dashed from her bedroom to the bathroom, getting herself ready and making sure I had everything I needed for my night with my grandmother. While I toddled behind her, I carried around a Fisher-Price toy phone, pretending to talk on it. For about 5 minutes, I kept tugging on my mom's leg, saying, "Mommy, it's for you," over and over. Again, I was a talker at this age, so most of the time, my parents would just brush off anything I said as mindless babbling and continue on about their business. After a while, my mom finally squatted down and took the phone, saying, "All right, who's calling me?" And I grinned and said, "It's Angie, Mommy. She wants to talk."
Oh my God.
I know, I just got cold chills. My mom recalls that she felt herself go cold.
Yeah, you would go white as a ghost yourself. Like,
Yes.
what did you just say?
Right.
I'm sorry. I'll stop telling her story. Holy crap.
At 2 years old, I had no idea who Angie was, and my mom had not mentioned her dream from the night before to anyone because she found it so upsetting. She continued to ask me if I knew who Angie was, and I said no and wandered away and kept on playing on my phone. This was right after The Sixth Sense came out, so my mom was a little freaked out by her 2-year-old talking to her dead friend.
Oh, that's great.
My parents still went to the dinner party that night, but the next morning, the whole thing was forgotten in my 2-year-old's mind. I couldn't answer anything my mom asked about Angie's otherworldly phone call to me. I'm 24 now and don't remember talking to Angie. The first time I remember my mom talking about Angie was years later when I was a preteen, but I had no memory of her. Still, my Angie encounter is a story we tell over and over at parties or around bonfires. At the time, my mom was freaked out by it all, but now we see it as Angie just popping in to say hello to us. And that is how she ended it. But then she comes back and says, "I realized I just kind of dove into my story. So here's a little intro. My name is Hallie, like Halle Berry. Spelled differently, but that's how you pronounce it. And I'm a fellow Louisvillian.
Okay.
I have a lot more spooky encounters if you're interested. And yes, we are.
Yeah.
Probably equally as long as this one if you are interested. Keep up the great work on the podcast. You make me laugh out loud at work and immediately get embarrassed."
That's great. Yes, please send them in.
I know. And she's already sent another one. And in fact, I started reading that for tonight's episode. And then I was like, oh, another one. I don't think we've read the first one.
Sorry, Hallie. We didn't realize how great you were.
I know.
We would have read that a long time ago.
We're already ready for the next one.
Yeah, that's great.
I know.
Man, thank God. That is such a personal, sentimental story that I cannot touch.
Oh, come on. You can touch that one. She doesn't know her. She didn't know it at all. I want to hear
it. But I bet when she tells us,
no,
her mom will want to hear
you are
it.
not
and I don't
out
want
of this.
to bring anything up that would actually.
Her mom hates this podcast. She says she never listens.
Oh my gosh. Okay. If I had to debunk that, I would just guess like Angie is a pretty common name.
It is not.
It is. I can think
not
right now. I can name 5 Angies on my hand. Just right now.
No, I can think of 3 maybe.
Angela. Well, they're Angela, Angie, but they all go by Angie or Angela.
As a kid, Angie was never a name. I was like, Angie.
Angela. In the 90s, I feel like 90s.
Don't start listing real people.
Oh, you were going to edit it. I was going to tell you who they were.
Oh.
So you knew for real. Okay. Angela, Angie, and Angela. Told you. I know.
Whoa,
five
my
of them
mind
like
is
that.
blown.
And in the 90s, I feel like we could Google it right now and say what one of the most popular names.
No, absolutely not.
I think it was pretty popular.
No way. I knew one Angela growing up.
I'm saying is she even admits that the mom's like hustling, bustling around, not really paying attention to what's going on. The little girl could have had the TV on, kind of watching it. There could have been somebody in the TV episode of whatever she was watching, Full House. The little friend's name is Angie.
No, I watched all Full House, but okay.
Little girl, little Hallie, hears the name Angie, it sticks, and then she says that, and then there it is. While I see that eye roll, you can't deny it's not possible.
I can, in the same way you can deny that a ghost is not possible.
No, because those really don't exist. But this actually could happen. I mean, because the timing, like I don't know what the statistics on that would be of her having that dream the night before.
About like mentioning phone calls specifically.
I mean, it is. I don't know what the statistics on that would be. While I can speak of science all day
long. You are
long,
a medical doctor. You are not.
Yes, I am a medical doctor. And while I can speak of science all night long, I know nothing about math. So I can't tell you the statistics on that. But I think they would be very small, but could still be possible.
I do not believe so.
Okay. Well,
that is such a creepy story.
It is. It is great. I mean, it's like I love that they use it around campfires and parties. Yeah. Like the minute, and don't you love those family stories that you have? Like the minute it comes up, you're like, ooh, I know what story I'm going to tell here.
Right. Or like there's that one person who tells it best.
Yeah.
Like tell them that story.
Yeah. Cause you just can't wait to hear how they just animate it. I love that. Yeah. That's awesome.
That is awesome. What a good story. I love it. Okay. So I think it's time for my fan favorite.
Whoop, whoop.
So cool.
Did my whoop whoop catch you off guard there?
Yeah. You're just the coolest.
I know.
Okay, so my fan favorite is Sam. Sam, who wrote in the story about her daughter, who was reincarnated.
Oh my gosh, the little Irish?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Because
I love Sam.
First of all, Sam wrote in a story. Fantastic. A great story about her daughter being reincarnated.
Yes.
Love those. Keep those coming.
Oh, please. All day, every day.
Yeah. Then the last week we read a story. This is what put her back in mind.
Yeah.
Her friend started listening to us because
she plugged us.
That's right. And I don't know if you remember this or not, but she was at the Speed.
Yes, I do remember that. She came to the Speed Art Museum.
Yeah. I'm like, yes. And brought friends.
Yes. And I kind of wish we hadn't been that busy that night because I wanted to talk to her. I was like, tell me more about the little archaeologist. I could just eat her up.
I know. I get to see her once a week.
It's amazing.
Okay, so she wrote, I'm so flattered. I would love to plug the STAR, STAAR organization for ovarian cancer research. My best friend was diagnosed last year with a type of ovarian cancer that affects younger premenopausal women. And this is the only organization actively raising money to fund research that will help her. Here's a bit about the organization. It was co-founded by 3 low-grade ovarian cancer thrivers.
Wow.
In early 2020, the foundation exists to fund research for better treatment options for low-grade serous carcinoma, a rare less than 10% of ovarian cancer cases, and extremely underfunded subtype. Low-grade serous carcinoma is often labeled as a tricky opponent by clinicians because it acts differently than more common subtypes. It grows slower and is often chemo-resistant, leaving fewer treatment options. The average age of diagnosis is 18 years younger than ovarian cancer overall, meaning that many diagnosed are younger moms or never got a chance to have children. Research dedicated to low-grade ovarian cancer is desperately needed to give women a chance at longer lives. Thank you so much for giving some airtime to this mission and for keeping me laughing. Cheers, Sam.
Oh, definitely, Sam. What a worthy cause. I mean,
know.
It's almost like everybody we talk to, they have worthy causes out there.
Like so many of them.
There are so many. I mean,
we've got such good people listening to us.
Yeah. And I always, like stupid social media people who like get all bent out of shape if you donate to one organization as if there's not other people who need it more, blah, blah, blah stuff. I'm like, there's never a time, unless you're donating to like fucking Trump, but that you should not be. Yeah, I just said it. That you shouldn't be like giving your money to good causes, like especially medical causes that,
Yeah.
So I love that. I love that. Not that anybody out there is thinking that we shouldn't give to this organization. I'm just saying, I think it's just weird when people kind of get competitive over who should donate to who. So I love
this on social media.
Oh yeah, it's a whole thing. So, but what I love, for example, if you, let's say a big tragedy happened.
Oh yeah.
And then you're donating to like a pet organization.
Yeah.
And then people want to be like, oh, you have money spent on that, but not the, just shut up. It's your money.
Yeah.
You donate where you want to donate and what your heart leads you to. And good for you for doing it.
Right.
Lots of people out there don't donate to anything. So tell all those people, just shut the fuck up and go on. Sorry. Anyway, but I think what's really cool about this is that we're hearing from so many different people.
Right.
And I love that we decided together to donate every week to these different organizations. Like that feels really good.
Yeah, it does.
Spreading it all out, just
right.
Yeah. That's
cool. I mean, we're tiny, so it's not a bunch, but it's still a donation.
Yes. Yeah, by no means. Like it'd be lovely if someday we got big enough that we could do big donations. But,
right.
We're not going to tell you how much, but it's something.
It's double digits.
Yes, it is double digits, and it's what we can do. So we're happy to do it.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so we will, like you just mentioned, we will be making a donation to the STAR organization, and I'll put a link of that in the show notes.
Yeah, and I had never heard of that before. So I always love when you learn something new and brings awareness to the table.
Yeah, for sure.
Very interesting. Anyway, sorry, that took a tangent. Okay. Okay, you ready? You want me to do it tonight?
Yeah. Do I have to find a new word? A new goodbye?
Oh.
I've got one.
Do you really? I don't know if I'll be able to do this. I just co-pilot whenever you do this part.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for all of it. I'm excited for my goodbye. Hilarious. I always think yours are so dumb, and now I'm excited for it. I'm just kidding.
Truth comes
just kidding.
out.
Just kidding. It's just that every week you're like, hold on, I gotta go. I'm like, okay.
I know. I make you wait every week, but it's fine. It's for the podcast, and it's funny. You edit, I find fun goodbyes. It's so equal.
Yeah. It's so equal.
Okay. So if you want to support our podcast, you can find us on Apple. You can find us on all major platforms, all major podcast. You would know what platform.
Okay. If you'd like to support our podcast.
Hold on. I'll tighten it up.
Okay.
I'll tighten it up. Okay. If you would like to support our podcast, you can find us on all major platforms.
I don't usually say this part, but sure.
Well, that just because you don't say it doesn't mean it's wrong.
You're right.
Like Apple, Spotify, all those other ones that are out there.
Stitcher, I think.
Stitcher, that sounds like a good one. Don't know if we're on it for sure, but
I'm not sure.
Try it out.
That might be a TV channel. I'm not real sure.
You can also hit us up on social media on our Facebook page, My Skeptical Sister. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. TikTok. That's right. I got to say it the first time around. You can also find us on Instagram at My Skeptical Sister at Instagram.com.
I don't think that's how you do Instagram.
Okay. And if you would like to write in a story, please write it to myskepticalsister@gmail.com or find our website at www.myskepticalsister.com.
Yeah.
And please, if you do nothing else after listening to this podcast, put your cup of coffee down. Don't turn anything else on. Okay. Go straight to that rate, review, and subscribe button.
Yes, please.
Yes, and definitely
that'll be our Christmas present. That's all we want for Christmas.
Yes, and happy holidays, whatever holiday you celebrate, whether
absolutely.
It be Christmas, Kwanzaa.
Yeah, we're late for Hanukkah, but
Hanukkah, shoot. All of them. It's a great time of the year to hopefully slow down just a little bit if you can and celebrate one another. So
we're also on Patreon.
Oh, yes. Patreon. I was just sitting here thinking, what all did I forget?
That's
Patreon.
You got it.
Look at me. How do they get to Patreon?
You did so good.
How do they get to Patreon?
www.patreon.com.
Okay. Find us on that. And then they have to search us from there. Oh my gosh, that's
Oh
horrible.
my gosh, there's also a link in the show notes. There always is. You just have to click on it.
Okay, just go to that, guys. Just go to that. That'd be easy.
Yeah, join us for our movie nights. They're fun.
Yes, they are a lot of fun. We laugh quite a bit on those movie nights. Okay, I think that leads us to the end. So thank you all. Happy holidays and
goodbye, gay.
Shut up,
Pig Latin.
You dork. I can't believe I gave you that one.
La 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 la.
Where are all the lights on your tree?
Macy James unplugs it every time I turn them on. I stopped. I hate Christmas trees because of this reason.
Okay, we're testing.
Oh, Testing. Fuck Christmas trees.
I can complain about them since Kevin doesn't listen. But also, I feel like this is really boring. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, I know. We're not very funny. That was not a very funny conversation. Listen, it's real life. Sometimes we're not hilarious.
No, I'm cutting all this. We gotta get better. What are we gonna talk about? For a dinner party at one of my dad's coworkers' houses. Homes. It says homes.
See, that's what I do all the time. I just switch their word for
why?
no reason.
No reason.
Husband, who's Bigfoot lover but skeptical about a lot of things.
I love things.
And there is nowhere. Try that again.
You always think you sound more country than you do.
Oh my gosh, that sounded nowhere.
You didn't say that.
I didn't. Oh, my head, I sure did. Okay.
Your husband's about to walk in.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope it's your husband.
Hey, baby. We're recording. It's okay. Come on in. Will you stay outside? We got about another 45 minutes to go. When I walked down it, I'd keep my eyes. Ooh, this is weird. I'd keep my eyes down because.
Oh my gosh. That's so cute.
It's such a genuine laugh. Like you can't even get mad at it. Whatever it was so funny. Oh man, my son is in the next room. I'm good parenting because I'm letting him stay up late and watch his iPad.
Oh
he
my
just
gosh.
laughed so hard. And it's worse saying I have never had worse. It doesn't sound like I said worse. And it's worse saying.
Oh no, I heard worse.
I had like the opposite of a lisp there for a minute.
You had a lips.
I had a lips. Yeah, I had a lips. And it's worth saying. It's like I live in, like, I don't know where I live. It's like 10 minutes. Oh, so sorry. My house is so much noisier than yours.
What was that? It sounded like a horse.
It was.
Oh my gosh.
His name's Ed.
Oh my gosh.
It was the door.
That was your door?
It was the door, yeah.
Oh my gosh. That was so weird.
Why that's big loud.
That's what that sounded like.
Isn't it good?
It's very good.
Told you. Eventually, we decided to check the crawl space. We're hunched the grate, not just the eggnog.
Oh, I was talking about the grate.
Oh, okay. Then I was like, I was also taking a drink of the eggnog. Maybe she thought I meant the eggnog.
No, I was.
And then I
about the
thought,
grate.
she probably thinks, quit talking about the eggnog. Yes, it's
They're both good.
Yeah, sorry. I had this whole conversation in my head in like 10 seconds of like,
Yeah, no, I get it.
okay.
I'm with you.